So in the last page of our notes, we talked about ordered pairs. So now we're going to talk about relations. And a definition of a relation is a set of ordered pairs. Let's make sure I can spell. Pairs. Set of ordered pairs. The set of all the x values is called the domain. And the set of all the y values is called the range. So for these first set of ordered pairs here, my domain, let's see if I can zoom in. So remember let's highlight all of our x's in, let's do purple. Purple. All my x's are going to be in purple. And then all my y's, let's do orange. All my y's will be in orange. So that'll make it a little bit easier when we go to write these into sets. So my domain is -3, -2, 1, 3, and -3. Well, since I have -3 twice, I don't really need to write -3 twice, but if you do, it's fine. And then my range will be 1, 0, 2, -4, and 5. Now, if I wanted to write this in a table, I could take all my x's, so -3, -2, 1, 3, and -3, not 5, -3, and write them with their corresponding y values. So -3 hangs out with 1, -2 hangs out with 0, 1 hangs out with 2, 3 hangs out with -4, and -3 hangs out with 5. So that's one way to represent the relationship. That's actually two ways, your ordered pairs in your table. There's also this thing called a mapping. So let's say these are my x's over here, and these are my y's. So we're going to still have -3, -2, 1, and 3. I'm not going to write -3 twice this time, though. And then I have my y values. So I have 1, 0, 2. Well, let's write them. Hang on, let's do this differently. Let's write them in largest to smallest. So I have -4, 0, 1, 2, and 5. So -3 goes with 1. Draw an arrow to that. -2 goes with 0. Draw an arrow to that. 1 goes with 2. 3 goes with -4. And -3 also goes with 5. If I wanted to graph these on here, these points, we are just going to look -3. So I go to the right, to the left 3 on my x-axis. And then I go up 1. So that's 1 point. Then I have -2, 0. So go to the left 2 and up 0. And then I have 1, 2. So I go to the right 1 and up 2. Then I have 3. So I go to the right 3 and down 4 because it's negative. And then I go to the left 3 and up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if I can count. So that's also how you would graph it. There's 4 different ways you can represent relations. You can either do the ordered pairs, the table, the mapping, or the graph. All right, well, let's do another example. So let's highlight once again all my x's in purple. My x's are my first number in my ordered pair. And then let's highlight all my y's orange. If you want to use different colors, I'm totally fine with that. I just picked these two. So in my domain, I would have -2, -1, 0, 2, and 5. And I don't have any repeats this time, so I don't have to worry about that. In my range, I have -3, 4, -2, 4 again, but I already have 4, so I don't have to write it, and then -1. If you write it, though, it'll be fine. And then in my table, I'm going to do -2, -1, 0, 2, and 5. So -2 goes with -3. -1 goes with 4. 0 goes with -2. 2 goes with 4. And 5 goes with -1. And then for my mapping, I'm going to have -2, -1, 0, 2, and 5 in my first little bubble here, my X bubble. And then in my Y bubble, I'm going to have -3, -2, -1, and +4. So -2 goes to -3. -1 goes to 4. 0 goes to -2. 2 goes to 4, and 5 goes to -1. And if I wanted to graph these points on my graph here, I would have go 2 in the left, 2 units to the left and down 3. Then I would have -1 and 4, 0, -2, 2 and 4, 5 and 1, and that, -1. Went the wrong direction. So over 5 and down 1. So that's how you would do that. Now I want you to try the last one on your own, but I'm going to make up a thing for you. So we have -5, -4, -2, +3, (0), -3, 2, -5, 4, 2. And I want you to write the domain and range, put it in a table, draw a mapping. If it helps, draw X and Y. But it gave you the graph this time, so you don't have to graph them. So, before you move on to your IXL, you need to check with me.